All right, next question.
The anime has an open-ended conclusion, leaving some plot points unresolved.
What?
Well, thank you very much for calling Ava for putting.
This
Ava
is
in
a
there.
we all agree this is a red flag, right? There's no way you like this. Oh, let's reward laziness. Oh, I couldn't be bothered to finish the fucking story. Write your answer down.
Okay. Okay. You write yours too.
I've already said it. Yeah. Red flag. I'm going to say it.
All right, we're the same one.
Yeah, it's beige.
It's beige.
No, it's not beige.
Very much depends on the execution. Very, very much depends on the execution. Of
he's lazy.
No, he's not.
Lazy.
No, it's not always laziness.
He's fucking lazy.
Okay,
There's not
then.
always laziness. Sometimes
he was like, I'm going to make detergent before I finish my fucking show.
Sometimes an open ending works better than a closed ending.
Question. Do you like Junji Ito?
He's alright.
Okay. Do you like his stories?
It's alright.
Okay. Every single one of his stories is open-ended at the end.
Yeah, but I think Evangelion.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on execution.
Yeah, but like
execution.
I don't think he did it.
This is a bait. That's a bait picture on screen.
Yeah,
it is a bait.
Like he just did
screen.
it bad, right?
He did it non-satisfactorily. Yes.
Yeah,
he did it bad.
Yeah.
It's also my favorite anime of all time. So yeah,
but he did it bad. But he did it bad.
In like a typical sense. Yeah.
No.
Doesn't matter.
No. He did it bad.
I wouldn't say bad.
Not in a typical sense. He just did it bad.
I wouldn't say bad.
It was bad.
Define bad.
It sucked. No one was happy.
Define bad.
Game of Thrones bad.
It depends what kind of message you want your show to have. You know,
No.
sometimes an open-ended ending leaves it lingering more.
Yeah,
than
it leaves a
closed
lasting
ending.
impression.
Than a closed.
Yeah, but this is bait.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Ava's
saying.
bait.
So like in the case with like say Junji Ito's stories, where like in almost every single one of his horror shorts or whatever it is, you don't really know,
I guess,
why certain things have happened, or say with Uzumaki, we don't really know where the fucking spirals come from. But at the end of the day, we don't really care because that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is to just show the horrors of what is happening, and then to leave it on an open-ended way for then the readers to ruminate over what just happened.
But I would argue it was. I think. Oh yeah, I guess this is kind of tough to explain, but something like that. Its intention was never to have a conclusion.
Exactly.
But this feels like it just fucking left you hanging dry for no reason.
No, open-ended conclusion doesn't mean that.
I would say this didn't even have a conclusion.
Huh?
This didn't have a conclusion.
Are we talking strictly about Evangelion right now? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you meant
This didn't
all
have
open-ended conclusion.
I think the key word here is conclusion.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of shows that are open-ended when they conclude, but I feel like this didn't have a conclusion.
Watch the movies, eh?
Yeah, watch the movies. Movies have a conclusion.
That's a close conclusion.
Great. I gotta watch fucking movies. What, I gotta buy the merch too and play the PSP game too? What am I mad?
No, just watch the movies.
Let's watch the movies.
I feel like you could have just had the TV show have some form of
See,
conclusion.
Evangelion had the best of both worlds. We had an open-ending conclusion and a closed-ending conclusion.
It's stupid.
Everyone's happy.
Yep.
It's dumb.
That's why it's the GOAT.
All right, let's move on.
It's inclusive.
Let's move on. This is an unproductive conversation.
All right, next one. The anime frequently changes its tone, shifting from comedy to serious moments unexpectedly.
Why are you showing One Piece?
Well, because it does that.
Does it?
Yeah.
Nah, it doesn't.
All right, ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
But like, what would a dark comedy count in this situation?
I think it's up for discussion.
That literally has both tones.
That's up for discussion. Yep.
I guess this is just perspective.
Yeah, this
one.
is perspective.
Sure.
Because shifting in tone can mean very different things.
All right.
Yep.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Red.
I said green.
Yeah, you did. That's why you're in the anime, man.
Oh.
I would argue that's because I am the anime man.
All right, Joey, make your case.
Okay, well, I think it really does. It really shows, for example, right, just how broad of a spectrum a particular story and characters can be when, especially, okay, look, like, to admit, there are a lot of anime out there who try to do this that don't do it very well, right? Where it becomes very jarring, or where, like, say, for example, it doesn't even have to be between comedy and serious. It could be like, say, between ecchi and serious, or it could be between, you know, any other like two completely separate genres that shouldn't really match together, that flip-flop all the time. There are some anime that do it not that great, and then there are some anime I think that make it feel very natural because you've learnt to follow along with these characters and learn every part of their story and their characteristics. For example, like One Piece is an example, but like one that stuck out to me when I hear this is something like Gintama, where like Gintama mostly focuses on a lot of comedic, you know, enclosed one chapter, one episode stories that are just funny and lighthearted. But then they'll sometimes switch over to longer, more serious arcs where there isn't a lot of comedy. And I'm very much equally invested in both those parts because the characters are just so well written, and all the lore and everything behind it makes sense for this what is otherwise comedic setting to then turn into a serious moment. And I think I think when you see a character like, say, Luffy, who is always jokey all the time and who's always like just, you know, whatever, be in a serious tone or in a serious moment, that becomes fucking hype because you see completely different side of this otherwise very hyper positive, aloof character, and you want to root for that character and you want to root in that situation.
I would say if I'm aware of the tone and it's shifting, that's a failure. Like, I think a show should just have its own world, and I should not be aware of a tonal shift. It would all make sense in that world or the setting.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would argue
I
that
would not be like consciously aware of, wow, that changed.
Right.
I'd be like, if you made a joke that was funny in a dark setting, I would think if it was done well, I would be like, that makes sense.
I would argue then One Piece does that well.
One Piece does that very well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I think I think One Piece is one of the few examples.
They're just showing One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an example that does different tones without. I don't think there are many series that are like One Piece. I think for the most part, I know more red flags with this kind of thing. I'm watching a show recently that actually does this exact thing, and it actually has put me out of the show a few times. I think it's called like what's the samurai show this season?
I don't know, man. You're probably the only one watching.
My little sister samurai can't be this hot.
Kai, can you search PA Works samurai show? Yeah, with the kid, Elusive Samurai. That's it. So Elusive Samurai has this character that is like a fucking goofball in it. Yeah. And then, so this is like a historical samurai show that's based in like a real part of Japanese history. You go from like this scene you see like some guy getting diced up. They behead a kid, right? They behead a fucking kid in one of the episodes. And then like one of the next scenes cuts to this guy being like, I'm doing a goofy face, and it just fucking takes you out of the show. And the contrast doesn't help either side of like the storytelling. You know. Same way with something like Fire Force.
I was about to say Fire Force.
Where you have this super, super serious scene, and then you have like, you just insert fan service into it. Just tits out of nowhere. And then you like, as someone who fucking loves fan service, there are times when it's relevant, and then there are times when it's not relevant, and there are times when you just kind of like takes you out of the immersion.
Yeah, the way Fire Force does it, it makes it almost seem like the creators were like, we need to give the viewers a reason to keep paying attention to the story. So let's just throw some like unnecessary fan service in there, and it's like, okay, now I'm watching. But like, I that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's very difficult to do. But I think when a show is able to do that effectively without it taking you away from it, then I think it makes for a really, really interesting show. And
I think the reason why it works for One Piece is because it just fits Luffy's character.
Yes.
You know, it just fits his character so well to Luffy is 100% taking it seriously. Even from an outside perspective, from maybe an outside perspective, he might look goofy or look like he's like, you know, not taking the fight seriously. From his perspective, he is always 100% serious. That is Luffy. We find it funny, but to Luffy, he is not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
He is just trying to be Luffy,
Yeah.
you know? That's the reason why the tonal shifts, as per se, works in One Piece. Because even though we find it funny, the characters in that world are still taking it 100% seriously.
Yep.
So I think it's a very, very fine balance, and I think there are more bad examples than there are good examples, which is why I put red flag. Because like Connor said, if you notice a shift in tone, there's probably something that's gone wrong.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
you shouldn't be consciously aware of, wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
It should never be like that.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
All right. Next up.
Next one.
A friend who is often kind to you and gets you good gifts is slow at paying back money.
Okay, I got it.
Oh.
Okay, wait. This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Wait.
Why is he getting me gifts if he owes me money?
I mean, I don't know anyone who is like this personally, but
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
sure
anyone
they
like this.
exist. Just trying to imagine if I actually had a friend like that.
All right, sure.
This is hard.
Damn, I got to think about this for a second.
Yeah.
All right, I see.
You're
guys
really
can-
quick with it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know how I am. I just pick something and I'm like, all right, that's what I'm ride or die.
All right.
All right.
I picked it. I believe. I am that friend. No, I'm joking.
All right.
All right, we good?
Oh wow, this thing comes out. That's awesome.
Entertaining
I love these
yourself.
big ones, bro. They're so fun, bro. You just like fucking rip it.
All right, you ready?
All right.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
We all say green?
Yeah, we all said
We
green.
all say green.
Yeah.
See, this would have been very different if it was never pays back money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But if you're just a bit slow at paying it back, as long as I get the money back, I don't really care.
Yeah. I
You know?
think.
And on top of that, they're kind to you and give me good gifts. That sounds very nice.
Yeah, pretty much that. I just want a kind friend who thinks about me. You know, I don't. My friendship doesn't depend on monetary value. You know, Joey, you still owe me $5.
I gotta pay the friend
I mean, look,
tax.
if they're paying me, if they always pay me back, it takes a little while. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
If they're chill, but like if they don't pay me back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're
A
like,
loan
oh,
shark
yeah, but if
kind.
they're
Yeah.
constantly like, oh, sorry, my bad, man, I'll pay you back eventually, and then they just never give me back the money, then I'll
Yeah.
be like, all right, come on, bro.
Yeah, like say for a hypothetical situation, like you know you have a group of friends, and then they go out and like use the company card or something, and
Yeah.
then they never paid that friend
Yeah.
back. I think that would be a red
that'd
flag.
be fucked up. That'd be
I
fucked up.
think that'd be pretty fucked
fucked
up.
up.
That'd
you
be
know?
pretty insane, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, so Gon, I think you owe us both.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Gon owes us both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do I owe you both?
because you've used the company card twice now. We've only used it
Yes.
once.
I've paid you guys back.
No, I don't think you have. I don't think you
I
have.
have literally paid you guys back.
When?
When?
Well, maybe not Connor, but I paid Joey. I paid Joey back.
You paid me back?
Yeah, I paid you back. Wait, you didn't know?
Wait, is
Wait.
this the same situation? Like, we're talking
No.
about the girls' bar situation, right?
Yeah.
You paid me back?
I paid you back. Like I actually got your PayPal address correct, Joey.
Oh, yeah, because he got mine.
What?
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I did send it though. I just to the wrong number.
It's the thought that counts, you know?
Yeah. You can't like I didn't send it. Like I did. I just went to the wrong place.
I just gave it to a random dude, you know? Like,
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, I actually sent it to a different mate.
Yeah, to
Well,
the
that's
anime
thought
man.
thing.
I sent it to the anime man.
I was like, oh, sick.
My bad, bro.
Yeah.
I thought it was you.
Send it to the anime men, right?
I mean, like, it's also like very different. 'Cause I remember like owing friends money and stuff like that is also like very different when you have less of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I remember like now when I go out with friends, right, I'm always just like, all right, we got a bill. It's like $160 between 5 of us. Let's just split it 5 ways. But I remember when I didn't have a lot of money, I'd get really annoyed because I'd be like, man, I had way less than like Joey.
You're
I had like Joey
yeah.
had like 9 drinks. I had like 2. I think like that's unfair to split it.
Sure.
Yeah.
sure.
But now I'm like, I should split it.
Yeah.
Well, I think you know, I think back then, even back then, I would always, this is always, I don't know if it's a me thing, but I would always try to pay people back as soon as possible. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't really care if a mate paid it back.
Again, as
slow.
long
Yeah,
as
me
they
too,
pay
me
it back
too.
eventually, I don't really
yeah,
care.
as long as you don't, I feel like, I feel like, you know, there's a kind of trust there that they get the money back eventually.
Yeah, of course.
It's when they constantly just take money and then
Yeah.
never pay it back. That's the red flag.
If they asked me to borrow money twice and they didn't pay me back the first time, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
What is this? What, you think I'm a line of credit? What are you think I'm a bank? What the fuck is this?
Or, you know, there's like that other situation where like you're drinking with a mate and, you know, you're paying with cash and maybe they're like, oh, I'm like, you know, 1,000 yen short or something, you know, like let me run to the ATM or like I'll pay you back next time. Then I'll just be like, at that point, I'm just like, just buy me a drink next time. Like you don't have to
All right,
give me
all
the
right.
cash. I don't care.
Red flag, green flag. A mate reminds you constantly when you owe them
The round.
less than a tenner, let's say. Less than a tenner.
Red.
Is that red?
I think
Wait,
so.
but okay, hold on though. What if it's happened like you've bought them, like I've spent like $5 on you like
Yeah.
15 times and you've never like returned the favor.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, come on, Gaunt. I'd be like, get the fucking beers.
So each transaction is small, but there's lots of them.
Yeah, what if because like I feel like there is validity there to complain.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
Like there needs to be a flow, an ebb and flow to this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't mind getting like 5 in a row if I know Gaunt's good for it. Like
Right.
Gaunt
Yeah.
will eventually get me one back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're just
without
looking-
me having to say anything.
Yeah,
That is
but-
the important part.
Yeah.
Gaunt needs to return the favor without me needing to say anything.
Yeah.
But if they're just treating you like an ATM, then it's like.
But if I'm constantly getting
Yeah.
it and I'm like, why is Gaunt not offered to get me a pint in like 6 nights out? That's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
yeah, that's red.
It's the round tax, you know.
There should be no conscious thought about money because we should all instinctively know when it's our turn to get the round.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's not about how much the value is, it's the act
Yeah.
of just, hey, let me get this one. Let me
Okay. Here's another scenario, right?
All right.
Okay, we're going bar hopping, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go 4 bars tonight, and you know, we all get a bar, but maybe Gaunt, you had a bar that was slightly more expensive, maybe like 30 to 40% more expensive than the other bars.
Yeah.
Do you say something?
Am I
When-
the
and
person
then-
getting the rounds?
You're the one who paid the extra. Let's say every bar was $100.
Yeah.
Gaunt, you got the one place that was 140, 150.
Right.
We go to bar 4, and it's your turn to buy. Are you like, I don't think I should
I
get
paid a little extra at the last
Yeah,
place.
do you say anything about it, or are you like, I'll just get it?
I'm gonna go back to my college days because, you know, I think we should
Yeah.
all go back to our college days
Yes.
for this question.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say I'll be like, yo guys, like, I don't mean to be a dick, but like,
Yeah.
I think I need a bit of help with this
Yeah.
bill.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like I think if you have good mates, they would know that. Oh shit! Looking at the menu, we're in a fucking club right now, and drink prices are twice as much.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
know?
agree.
Yeah.
I think it was if your mate's like, look, come on,
Yeah.
chip in a bit, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've never been in a situation where a mate hasn't been like, you know, I'll
Yeah,
help
me
you out a
too,
little
me
bit
too.
with that. So I've luckily never been in that situation
You've
because
got good friends.
yeah, because like everyone has been very aware
Yeah.
that what the vibe is, you know, what the
Yeah,
vibe is,
totally.
which is good.